Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, where we turn confusing financial speak into plain English. And today we're diving into Millrose Properties Incorporated's latest filing, where the CEO might be dropping some hints about future investor meetings. We are looking at a current report this time, an update that comes out when big things are happening. And Millrose Properties Incorporated is telling us they are getting ready to chat with investors very soon at some fancy conferences. So the question is, what are they going to tell them? Alright, so first things first, this is an 8K filing from Millrose Properties Incorporated. Think of an 8K as a heads up. Notice to everyone about major news that could affect the company's stock price. It is filed on the same day that really important events happen, so the public knows right away. The earliest event reported here is the 27th of February 2026. That is a little bit in the future from when this report is actually being filed, which is also the 27th of February 2026. This sometimes happens when companies are preparing for events and want to get the information out to the public, even though the event itself is scheduled for a bit later. Essentially, Millrose Properties Incorporated is telling us they have some materials they will be using to talk to investors at two big upcoming conferences, Citus 2026 Global Property CEO Conference and the JP Morgan Global High Yield and Leveraged Finance Conference. These kinds of conferences are where companies try to get investors excited about their business and their future plans. It is a big deal when a company presents at these events because it means they are looking for more investment and are likely to share important updates. This part of the filing, item 7.01, which is about Regulation FD disclosure, basically means they are sharing information with investors that they want everyone to have access to at the same time. It is all about making sure no one group of investors gets an unfair advantage with insider information. The key here is that they are providing materials that will be used in investor discussions. They are also placing these presentation materials on their website so anyone can take a look. So while this filing itself doesn't contain the actual presentation, it tells us that the presentation is coming and where to find it. It is a way for them to signal that important discussions are happening. The really juicy part for us, the presentation itself, is listed as Exhibit 99.1. Millrose Properties Incorporated is essentially giving us a preview that we should be paying attention to the presentation they are going to give. We don't have the details of the presentation within this 8K, but we know it is happening soon and that the company considers it important enough to warrant its own exhibit. This section is where they list all the documents attached to this report. The most important one for us is Exhibit 99.1, which is the presentation by Millrose Properties Incorporated. And finally, we see the signature of Garrett Rosenblum, the Chief Financial Officer and Treasurer, signing off on this report. This confirms that the company is officially acknowledging it is preparing for these investor discussions and wants the public to know. Now let's talk about what this all means. This filing isn't about deep financial numbers like a 10Q or 10. Those are the reports that give you the quarterly or annual financial picture. Instead, this 8K is a heads up about communication with investors. Millrose Properties Incorporated is preparing to talk about their business to big financial players at important conferences. So what are they likely to be talking about? Well, it is a property company. Usually during these investor talks, companies highlight their successes, talk about their growth strategies, their financial health, and what they see as future opportunities. They might also touch on any challenges they are facing and how they plan to overcome them. Given they are presenting at a high yield and leveraged finance conference, it suggests they might be talking about their debt structure or how they are financing their operations, which is a key area investors scrutinize. The fact that they are presenting at two major conferences right after each other tells us they are actively trying to engage with the investment community and perhaps signal a positive outlook or a new strategic direction. This is a company looking for attention and likely funding or a higher stock valuation. What are the risks here? Well, the main risk is that the presentation, which we will have to look at separately, might not be as positive as investors hope. Companies always put their best foot forward, but the underlying financials and market conditions could tell a different story. We need to see what is actually in that presentation file. The absence of specific financial data in this report means we can't analyze their current performance directly from this 8K, but it does tell us what the company is prioritizing right now: investor relations and future financing. In conclusion, this 8K filing is less about revealing current financial performance and more about revealing the company's forward-looking strategy and its intention to communicate that to the market. Millrose Properties Incorporated is stepping into the spotlight to have some crucial conversations about its future. We will have to keep an eye out for that presentation to get the real meat of the story. What are your thoughts on companies using 8K filings to announce investor presentations? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And don't forget to join our Discord community linked in the description for more exclusive content. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next Decode.